We start in North London. Tottenham, who beat Manchester United in the League Cup quarter-final on Thursday night, taking on a Liverpool side who knew a win would see them be number one at Christmas. Let's talk Liverpool, Glenn, because there were so many Liverpool players we could have picked out, but you were really impressed with Dominic Szoboszlai.
Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of Liverpool's attacking quality has had high praise this season, but Szoboszlai for me was absolutely exceptional. Everything ran through him, and we can see he was almost in like a false nine position. No one gets tight to him. But regardless of that, what he does with the football, he keeps it moving, he links the play really well, and he's always trying to get into the box. We can see him drifting into the box. He actually gets up for this header, and McAllister just drifts in for a simple header. But he did that all afternoon. Spurs just never got to grips with him. Here again, flicks it on. First thought, can I get in the box? Makes that positive run forward. Salah obviously aware. And once he gets in there, really cool, calm, calculated, tucks it home. All afternoon he did this. Look at him breaking the line as a nine, gets him right, skips past Fraser Foster, and he'll be disappointed he doesn't do better. This is his one failure of the afternoon. We can see Dragusin getting sucked in here. He's aware of the space that's been left by the centre half, and once this ball gets recycled out, he sees Gray's isolated, and he dips in behind him, makes it really hard for the young centre-back, or should I say midfielder stroke centre-back, and this first touch is sublime, and then the awareness to find Salah for a very, very simple finish for the Egyptian. 71st minute, 5-1 up, and look at this. This is the other side of the game. Doesn't really need to be doing it, but leading by example. And this is the last clip I've got for you here. Just holding that false nine position. Spurs could not get close to him all afternoon. Just keeps this ball ticking along. Goes to duck in there. Holds his vision. Eventually, it ends in Diaz. But, I mean, Liverpool's number 8 was absolutely fantastic.
He was terrific. It wouldn't be Liverpool analysis without mentioning Mohamed Salah as well.
He's unbelievable. I mean, you're right. You know, that graph speaks volumes for itself. Like the most assists, the most goals in all competitions. He's a special, talented player. Obviously, the big news around him is he's going to stay, is he going to go? The numbers back it up, Jason. I don't think they can afford to let him go. He's just phenomenal.
He's got to stay, isn't he?
Well, I'm sure Liverpool fans will be desperate for him to stay. First man to hit double assists and goals before Christmas in Premier League era.
Fantastic. By the way, the Home Alone reference.
Oh, yeah. Nailed it.
Performance of the day, right?
Yes.
I thought it went over his head.
I think it was not only the goals, there were many more chances as well. So it was a spectacular game to watch. I think for 60 minutes we did everything we had to do. We were comfortable and good with the ball. But the main thing is that we work very, very, very hard. And then the same players with the same quality thought that 10-15 minutes of not working as hard was also good enough. But then you immediately concede because Tottenham has very good players as well. And if you give them a bit of time, they can score goals and they can create chances. That's what they do every single game they play. So you have to be on top of your game for 90, and that's what we didn't do.
Oh, look, it's obviously a painful one for us. Credit to Liverpool, they were too good for us today. They're in a great moment. They're in great form. They obviously feel really confident, and it was just a bridge too far for us today. We looked, we looked like we lacked a little bit of sort of energy, which is understandable.
We are not happy with the fact that we conceded 3 goals. That's very clear. But we scored 6. It's not very easy. So Tottenham is a really good team. They press really high and they are quite aggressive. So yeah, we knew that we had to put the ball in behind and score the opportunities we had. So we are happy with the results. Of course, many things to improve. But yeah, it's nice to get the 3 points.
Being able to play through the Spurs back line and runners in behind, you caused a lot of chaos.
Yeah, especially Dom. Dom is amazing. He can do everything on the ball, off the ball. He's really good. He can run in behind. So he's a really important player for us. I think he played a really good game.
You're scoring goals for fun, but you're also conceding far too many here at home in the last 3 games, League and Cup. It's 13 now conceded. Do you put that down to the fact that you're so short of your first choice defence, really? Or is it a bit more than that?
Look, you know what? I'm just going to stop answering these questions. If people can't see the obvious, I'm not going to point it out. So look, make what you will of it. Yes, we're conceding goals, But if you want to discount the fact we're missing a goalkeeper, 2 centre-backs and a left-back as well, and that hasn't coincided with what we're doing. So I don't know what to say anymore. So I think people make up their minds in their own way, where they either think what I'm doing is good or they don't think what I'm doing is good, and that's fine.
Well, I think, Ange, these two have made up their minds on what they see are the problems facing Spurs defensively. Do you want to go first, Shay?
Yeah, I feel for Ange a little bit, actually. I've got some sympathy for him. But I suppose it doesn't help himself. We look at the back four, really inexperienced playing deal. You look at the back four, you got Poor, obviously, Nort's a right back. Dragison's a second choice centre back. Gray's a young kid playing out of position, and Spence is a right back playing left back. So straight away, he's sort of really struggling at the back, and this back four never worked together again. So we look at the far side. Poor's got a 2v1, but you have to have balance in any team, Jason. Where's the midfield? Where are they getting back to sort of help out? Look at how much space Gakpo's on the edge of the box. It's crazy. That's your two defensive midfielders, Sarr and Basuma, nowhere near it. And that was a warning shot early doors for Spurs. Ange will have to take some responsibility. Again, poor pass from Basuma, and they're right at the heart of the defence again now. This is Salah. We know how dangerous he is. What a brilliant player. But there's 3 Tottenham players around him. Someone's got to get a tackle. Someone's got to get a block. And again, off the cross, we're really, really looking to get away with that. Now, they can only get away with it so long when there's a team like Liverpool playing. This is obviously Sarr and Basuma again. The space, Sabousley, false 9, whatever you want to call it. But someone's got to be giving them information. They block that line into Sabousley. Now, again, this is the 2 guys at the back who have not played together in this position. It's a cross in from Robertson. And again, they miss out in the header. McAllister, not the first McAllister to be left alone at Christmas, Jason, with the header, the easy header. But this is just 10 seconds after Maddison got back to 2-1 Tottenham, Jason. And look how open they're. 10 seconds after you've got back in the game, calm down, stay nice and calm. But I think Sarr's got to tuck in. You're sitting midfielder, he's getting there too late. Look, that's 2 or 3 passes, and you're right through the heart of the defence. Now, Spence, give him some credit, he gets back in, but it's all last ditch, hanging on for dear life. And the frustrating thing about this goal, right on the stroke of half time, this is injury time. If Ainge can get them in at half time, just get yourselves through. You look at Gray jumps across. I think Dragison naturally as a centre half should come across. Porro should come across as well. Now Dragison's going to go to this ball. He's got to go and win it. He can't go there. And keep an eye on Dragison and Sabousley, who scores the goal. He's nowhere near getting back into position. And I think that's the killer goal. I know there's 6 goals today, but that third goal is an absolute killer right on the stroke of half time. If Ainge had got them in at half time at 2-1, I'm not saying they would have come out and beat them second half, but it would have given them something to hold on to the second half.
Yeah, and we can see the expected goals there, the second highest in the Premier League this season, and that shows how open Tottenham were and how willing Liverpool were. And if you give a team like Liverpool the opportunity to run forward and commit people forward, they're going to punish you.
You pundits often talk about game management. That moment when Liverpool scored their third, they were in possession of the football and they gave it away so easily. So sometimes isn't the responsibility on the players then to think, let's keep hold of the ball here, let's get in at half time, and as you said, regroup at 2-1, and who knows what might happen.
Because Maddison scored in the 41st minute, so just before half time itself, you're back in the game, give yourself something to hold on to. Let's see it out to half time. Yes, we played poorly first half, but a 2-1 at half time, we'll take that. We can better second half. But game management, the balance in the team for me is all wrong as well, and they're going to 3-1, it's game over.